Welcome everyone, Darcy here from the Tonal Persuasion Method for Sales. I am joined by the one, the only, Andrew Pearce of Anxiety Free Living. Welcome Andrew, and thank you so much for joining us.
Hey Darcy, thanks for having me on board, brother. Really excited for this.
Awesome, man. So for those that don't know, Andrew, how long have you been running Anxiety Free Living now? How long has that specifically been going?
So Anxiety Free Living would have probably been going for about 2.5 years now. And full-time for 8 or 9 months.
Well done, man. How's the 8 or 9 months been for you?
Good. The learnings, the lessons, the growth in the past 8 to 9 months, massive.
Yeah, love it. And the reason I wanted to bring Andrew on and to shoot this video for you, the watcher, was because Andrew, I've followed Andrew's journey for quite a long time now. For that whole 2.5 years, we've probably known each other, Andrew, on some level, to some extent. And I believe that your journey is such a typical one in terms of the person that was working in a job, wanted to run your own business, knew that you could do it and that it was worth going after. You just needed some of the practical steps in between to help get you there. And it's a really, really straightforward path. Of course, the path of business is never straightforward, but seeing it from a bird's eye view, Andrew, you really do represent a lot of what people would want, particularly people who are currently in your position that was you, say, 2.5 years ago. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, love it. So what was going through your head? Let's just take ourselves back to, say, 2 years ago. Or even maybe 1 year ago before you went full time, just before it all started to roll for you. What was going on for you in terms of your head? What did you think of business? What did you think of sales? Go for it, man. The stage is all yours.
Yeah, for sure. So tracing it back that far, there was still a bit of questioning, still a bit of doubt. And at times you're thinking, this is pretty tough, and really just trying to find what would work and figure out what would work, and certainly feeling blocks and blocks around sales as well, for sure. Both not knowing how to go about it. So the technical aspect of it, the code of it all, but then also the personal internal conflicts, the emotional blocks around selling as well, which just those types of things would then lead to the behaviors of sabotage or procrastination, or feeling, I just feel the discomfort on the phone sometimes. And
what were some of the emotional blocks for you?
The emotional blocks were, feeling like a push, a combination, either a push or a neediness around the sell. And then there was the conflict of being in the business of helping people and then selling to them, and complete honesty at times where it's like there was that disparity between my message, or where I thought my message was coming from, which was help. And it's as if there was this bit of dishonesty below of, I'm still going to take your money at the same time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't congruent, there wasn't that alignment. I think that really came from lack of knowledge, lack of growth, and certainly got a lot from the trainings in the respect of, learned a whole lot about the code and everything like that. But what was so powerful, there was that, but there was also emotional blocks that were cleared up as a result of doing the training.
Yeah. Do you think one of the major emotional blocks for you, Andrew, was being able to see, aligning the fact that you were helping people and you could make money at the same time doing it? And in fact, by them paying money, it was actually helping them more because they were valuing it. Was that something that started to come up for you?
Yes, 100%, mate. And that is that exact line there, that learning, that lesson is what has me feel so comfortable, so confident, so transparent in the world of business today. There is that alignment. And I love the way that you be the example in your trainings and everything of that nature, to just give the honest truth of it all. But it's still from a place of love, and look, this is how it is. We still do great stuff and do help people, but at the same time, we need a thriving business to be able to help more people.
Of course.
So that helps to just clear that up from coming through one of your trainings. And then because that alignment came in, and I was okay with it, the ickiness just cleared up as a result, you know?
The squeamishness. We love that one.
The squeamishness.
So if you could speak to Andrew from, say, a year ago, in the context of selling specifically, what would you want to tell him? What would you want him to know that he doesn't know a year ago?
Yeah, so definitely what we've just shared there, definitely that, but that by, you know, you are helping the person to make the best decision for them.
Yeah.
And I really like, you know, if they're not right, don't sell.
Yes.
You know, you've taught me that, and that's extremely powerful. Again, that gives so much comfort and confidence in the calls. And I've had a call before where a lady said, look, this is just what is going on for me. I think this is just the one thing. And I said, sure. So look, I didn't say let's not do a sales call. I said, look, let's just see how I can help you now. Because if you don't, I don't want to put you into the program if you don't need it. And she ended up, you know, we did 20 minutes of just a bit of coaching. And then down the track, she ended up getting back in contact with me, did the 21-day program, and she's now in the premium one, the 12-week one.
How good's that?
Because it's the right fit. And it was such an organic process. I said, here, I'll let me do this for you today. Come through our free one first. And if it works for you, we'll go from there. And that's just a textbook example of if they're not right, don't sell.
Yes.
And really helping them to make the best buying decision for them. And if I tried to go after that sale in that sales conversation, the irony, as you've said many times, is that would be more damaging to the business than letting it go, in a sense.
That is, I love what you've said there, Andrew. You've touched on two really good points. One is if someone's not ready to buy, if they're not right for the sale, if you can't solve their problem that they have right now or into the future, if you can't solve it there and then, you should not sell to them. But if you do have the solution to their problem, it's your responsibility as a business owner to sell to them, because you're doing them a disservice if you leave them sitting there still with the problem and you had the solution the whole time that was going to fix it and you're unable to sell it to them. You've really let them down in another way.
Yes.
Love that. The other thing that you've touched on there, which I love, as I said, I've followed your journey for a long time. This has always been evident in your journey, Andrew, is that you've become ever so more congruent with it. It's almost like the sale is just a part of who you are now. And so when you're having the conversations with people, it's just a part of you to see the problems that need solved, how to deliver the solution, and it's a win-win for both at the other end of it all.
Yeah.
You know, if that doesn't happen in 24 hours, it happens in 24 weeks by the sounds of this woman that you've helped as well.
Yeah, exactly. And a point that you've just touched on there in terms of if they're right, it is your responsibility. That then helps me to be more comfortable in being a bit, I was going to say pushy. Pushy's not the word, but a bit firmer when their objections are coming up. Because yes, it's to make money. It's for the growth of the business. But at the same time, if I let you get off the hook, or, you know, use of a better term, if I let you get off the hook or get off the phone, I haven't done my job. You're going to go back to being one of those people who stay stuck in this cycle of anxiety and never get out of it. Whereas if I can be a little firmer and then you get in the program, you've got the results, awesome. If I be a little bit firm and you don't like it, then you weren't going to buy anyways. But I'd rather give it that shot and be comfortable with me going there to see if you're like, you know what, yeah, awesome. Because I have done it before, giving that little nudge, and people come in and they're so grateful for it.
They're so glad they did. That's it.
What I find so funny is so many people don't want to be that bit firmer in case people don't like them. 95% of the times I'm firm or direct with people, even if it's in a coaching session, they come back thanking you.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what people want to hear. They want to have the real conversation.
Yeah.
And it's so good because your pushiness or your firmness, Andrew, the focus is actually all on helping them. Where I think people get confused a lot of the time is they think that the pushiness or the firmness, so to speak, that comes from feeling as though they need to be pushy about their product. They feel as though they need to push their product onto other people. That's where the squeamishness comes from.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're pushing someone else to be the champion to help them solve their problem and hold them to that higher standard around the solution to their problem, it's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, love it. So what's happening for you now, Andrew? How's business now? What's happening for you right now, and where are you headed into the future now with these new knowledges of selling?
Yeah, so business has gone really well. We are, I reckon after this month, we'll be tracking quite solidly 40, 50K a month.
Brilliant, man.
So things are going to be going like really well.
Good.
It's everything, everything always brings you to this moment here, but it's just the confidence that I have in business. A big thing is, we've came to 2 of your trainings recently. It's that transparency and being okay with it, because people are going to think what they're going to think regardless. People are going to appreciate it a lot. I was on the call with someone last night, and it was an introduction call to our free 5-day program. And then at the end I said, any questions? She's like, yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, why are you calling me? I said, okay. And I just gave her column A and column B. The more that we call, people are going to they're going to be more engaged, they're going to get better results. And we're running a business, we need to make money at the same time. And I was just okay with that. Then I get an email from her last night or this morning, yada, yada, yada. I think you're a really great guy, and you just give the truth of what you're doing. And it just, so many people seem to be resistant to doing it.
Yeah.
And then they come off whatever the word would be, dodgy. But if you're just like, hey, this is where it's at, people appreciate it. So
that's it.
I'm more confident in business than I've ever been before. And really taking that responsibility to just implement the systems, the structures. Conversion rates are improving into the 21. Upsell conversions are improving into the 12-week program, and still have more potential to improve from there. So things are going really well.
Well done. Well done. You deserve all the results coming your way.
Thanks, bro.
Now, I just want to wrap this up with 2 things. First thing is, where can people find out a bit more about the Anxiety-Free Living program, or yourself in particular? Where can people go if they want to find out a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So searching either in groups on Facebook group. On Facebook, there'll be just Anxiety-Free Living. And it comes up Anxiety-Free Living, mentoring, sharing and support. We've got a 3,000 plus member Facebook group that's, consistently growing every week. And then our business page, which is Anxiety-Free Living. We've got a website in development, which is www.anxietyfreeliving.com.au. But otherwise, the Facebook group or the Facebook page, and you can get access to me and everything of that nature.
Fantastic. And a final tip for anyone in the context of selling, what is the number 1 tip you would have for people if they wanted to close more sales?
The number 1 tip is get in touch with Darcy.
This was not planned. That was not it.
That was not planned.
Hey, we're talking transparency.
I've just been a brown nose here. That's okay.
Yeah.
Look, the number 1 tip is make it about, know the problem that you solve. Actually, that's the number 1 tip.
Yeah, love it.
What you've taught me, and is so powerful in selling, in marketing, in business. What's so great about your trainings is it's a sales training, but you learn marketing, business, and personal growth and development in all of it. So there's been so much that have been learned from the training. So the number 1 tip is know the problem that you solve for your client.
Unreal, man. So good. All right. Thank you so much, Andrew Pearce. For those of you watching at home, please leave a comment. Any questions below, myself and Andrew will be there to answer them for you if you need. Anything extra you are after, make sure to check out www.tonalpersuasionmethod.com. And on that note of what problem do you solve, we have a bit of a surprise coming your way in the next 30 days. Did I build some suspense there, Andrew? Do you think that was pretty good?
You did.
Yeah, good. Good. All right, guys. If there's anything else we can do, just say the word. And we look forward to seeing you very soon. Cheers. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.